What's up? So if you don't know me, my name's Tim. I've been working on becoming a full-time day trader by the end of 2025, and I've been posting videos documenting my journey of actually doing that on my YouTube. So if you want to follow along with that, make sure to subscribe down below. So in the first video, if you haven't watched that yet, it just shows what I was like, what goals I'm working toward, and just everything. So just watch that if you aren't caught up. But I'm going to explain to you how the first quarter went. So in January, I did say I was focusing on just working on the evaluations I was taking. I wanted to get more funding under my belt. So I did that during January. I had multiple evaluations where I came really close to actually passing them, but I didn't actually pass them. Like there were a couple accounts where like I was like $300 away from passing, and my last trade just went straight against me. So there were a couple accounts that I could have passed, but I just didn't. So it's whatever. That's the name of the game. I will admit, for me, December and January were pretty hard months. Then coming into February, I kind of struggled a little bit more, even coming into February. February, just the price action just wasn't that good. And honestly, since I've been losing for such a long time, I guess I also wasn't in like the best headspace. So it's kind of hard for me to like kind of get out of that rut, if that makes sense. But I started seeing some more success finally. I did say that starting in February, I wanted to start making $5,000 per month. And then if I did this from February all the way up until November, that would be 50K because 10 months. So in February, I did not make that $5,000. What I did make was right toward the end of the month, I took a $2,000 payout from Top Step. I could have taken that payout before, but the way Top Step works is like I was I was up like $4,100, and technically there's like an extra $400 in drawdown because it was a 100K account that gives you $4,500 worth of drawdown. So I'm technically like sacrificing $400 worth of drawdown, but I figured I didn't want to leave the month without any payouts, so I just kind of secured the money. And then I did get one more payout on the last day of the month. I actually won a trade on my top tier trader, like CFD funded account. So I got, it was like $700, I'm pretty sure. So I made $2,700 in February. So that's essentially half of what I was going for. I will still take it. I mean, I had a rough start to the month, and I can only take what the market gives me. I can't be mad if it didn't give me that many good opportunities. And one thing I should touch on is those periods where things just aren't going your way is really going to define your success as a trader. Because one of the reasons that so many people are just wildly unsuccessful at trading is when you're trading, there's going to be periods of time where you're not going to see success because you're playing out probabilities over time. So if things are going your favor for a long period of time, there's also going to be times where even for a short period of time, they're just not going to go your way because you're playing out probabilities over a longer term scale. So that's just one of those things that it's going to separate you. And I like to think about like, like David Goggins, he'll like say like, oh, well, I can do this and this separates me. It's kind of like the same thing with trading. It's like, can you go through and can you endure the pain of a losing streak? Like, can you still come back to the charts with a clear mindset and still make good decisions when you're upset after you lost money? And when you do everything the right way and it doesn't work out, that's really hard because the way people work, I know I'm getting deep into psychology real quick, but the way people work is you think if I did everything right, I should be successful. I should get the result that I wanted. But in trading, it doesn't go like that. There's going to be times where you're going to do every single thing right and you're not going to get the result that you wanted. So yeah, you just got to remember if you yourself are in a period of you're not seeing what you want or things aren't going your way, as long as you know that your system over time has an edge, you just got to follow that and just not give up when you're trading. And like an example of this is when I was talking about how in December I didn't have a good trading month. In January I didn't have a good trading month. And that's kind of expected because like January and December aren't that good of months. But also in February I didn't have that good of a month, especially like in the start of February. So it's like when you're having 3 months that are bad back to back, it's really hard to just keep just going the way you are and just keep a level head and keep making good decisions on the chart. But I was able to do that. And then now in March, I had a great month. And hopefully in April, it's looking like I'm going to have another good month. So if things keep going this way, I'm going to be really happy that I stuck it through. And it's probably going to be the same for you if you're experiencing a rough patch. So coming into March, March is really where things started going the way I actually kind of wanted them to. In March, I got 2 separate payouts, but the thing about these payouts is they added to $4,500. So technically, again, I still didn't meet my goal of making $5,000 in a month, but I came pretty close. So one of these payouts was from Top Step again. I got a payout on a different account. And then the other one was from, oh, I'm sorry. I said Top Step. I meant to say Top Tier Trader, that CFD funded account. And on that account, I actually could have easily gotten a lot larger of a payout. One of my trades, pretty much like I trade toward data highs and data lows on a Top Tier Trader account. So what ended up happening was I got edged pretty much. It came really close to where it was going to fill me my order, and they just never hit it. So if that trade would have hit, I would have, instead of taking a $1,000 loss, I would have had a $1,500 win. So that would have put an extra, let's just say after profit split, let's just like $2,000 in the payout. So my payout was it was like 2240 or something like that. So it could have been like $4,500 in the payout or like $5,000 in the payout. So that would have been pretty cool. It would have set me over the edge to actually making $5,000 a month. But what are you gonna do? You can't control it. So I got the payout from Top Tier Trader that was like 2250, and then oh yeah, the payout for my funded futures was 2250. I actually got three separate payouts for 750 on 3 accounts because my funded futures only lets you have 3 accounts. So yeah, I got 3 payouts from there. So yeah, so that was my 4,500 in March. So this month, coming into quarter like 2, what am I going to aim for? I actually got to do some catching up. So behind target, how far am I behind target? Well, I need to make, in February I was 2.3 behind, and then this month I was $500 behind. So that's like 2.8 thousand. I'm kind of behind on my goal, where that's not like a huge amount, honestly. Like, let's say toward the end of the year, if I'm really getting payouts, I could easily just have some really nice payouts toward the end of the year and just catch me up. So I'm slightly behind schedule, but I'm not that far behind schedule. It's definitely acceptable where I'm at right now. But what I'm going to focus on coming into like quarter 2 is I'm just going to focus obviously on maintaining. I want to make $5,000 a month, and I'm going to work on getting more funding like I obviously am. I bought some more evaluations. So I bought 2 evaluations from Tradeify. I'm going to try to pass those at some point. And then I'm also trying to get approved for a CFD funded account, which I'm not sure if I'm going to get approved for because I never trust these CFD firms. If you are looking for a prop firm, I do not recommend any CFD firm except for like FTMO, honestly. Like, I might use them, I might say they're good, but like I really, when it comes down to it, I don't trust these CFD prop firms. Futures prop firms is really where it's at, especially now. But if you're wondering, futures prop firms, I love my funded futures. There's a link down in the description. If you use my link and code TimB272, you're gonna get 5% off, or if there's a better discount going on, you might even get that discount. But use the link down below for at least some form of discount. But with myself, at least, getting backtrack to me, so what I'm going to focus on, just pretty much keep doing what I've been doing. The first half of quarter 1 wasn't that good, but the second half was, and if I just keep up what I was doing that second half, I'll definitely be satisfied with how I'm doing. But let me know what type of content you guys want to see. I'm definitely open to hearing suggestions. And also, if you like this video, I'd appreciate it if you could like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and just follow along for the journey. Have a great day.